When I was 7 years old, my mother asked me for my birthday, "What do you want?" And I said, "I want to be able to go to school in another place where I can learn how to speak English." So my mom told me, if you keep praying, God will answer your prayers. There's nothing that He cannot do. So I began to pray every day in faith that if it's God's will, then He will make it possible. So about a year later, we received a call that will forever change our life. Living as refugees from Myanmar is a dangerous journey, since the government didn't want anyone to leave the country as refugees. But we prayed and knew that whatever happens is in God's hands, and He will protect us throughout the whole way if it's His will. So we went, and throughout the whole way, through near-death experiences, God protected us, even in the face of guns and the soldiers. God delivered us, and we safely made it to Malaysia. Originally, we were told that the UN is going to resettle us to Denmark, but when we eventually got to Malaysia and visited the office to present our case, they told my mom that they are resettling us to United States. We didn't know why it was, or why that happened, or how that could happen. But fast forward a year and a half later, we landed to Clarkston, Georgia, in the United States. And for the first 3 or 4 years, I attended public school. And for me, it was really difficult to focus there, because I didn't know how to speak the language, so I couldn't understand what the teachers were saying. I couldn't learn a lot because there were gangs and bullies. Miss Kelly and Free, the organization, they helped us go to Adventist school down in Duluth, Georgia. And after elementary school, I went to the academy down there. And after academy, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know where I was gonna go. But I never dreamed of coming to Southern because, I wouldn't be able to afford it. Free to Miss Kelly and the organization, they decided to take a leap of faith, and they sent me here to Southern, knowing that God will eventually provide a way. And so far He has done that. And I am so grateful, because Adventist education has made a great impact in my life. Compared to public school, I get to be inspired every day by the kind characters of my professors, my classmates, my friends, and my acquaintances. And I learn a lot. I'm challenged, to think, and I like how everyone is encouraged to serve God and to find our purpose, our calling, and to serve God. As I pursue my goal of becoming a dentist, I am encouraged every day to share the love of God and share that message to other people, because a lot of people has helped me come this far, and I know that they have been answers to my prayers, and I want to be the same to other people. And so my mother, a few years ago, when we had an evening family worship, my mother asked me, "Do you remember, 10 years ago or 11 years ago when you prayed to God for education to be able to speak English?" Like now, over here, a decade later, I am in United States and in Adventist college, and I know that it's impossible if we were to do it by ourselves. We know that it's not through our abilities or our efforts, but only because of God. So I'm very excited to see what God has in store for me. And I am grateful for the education system in the Adventist church.